What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicole and I'm a booktuber and authortuber, and today we're going to be talking about my top 5 most popular videos on this channel and why might they be popular. I have an eclectic video montage going on here, and just to have everyone on the same page, I recently changed my thumbnails, so this has nothing to do with thumbnails. And I have many times, because I've been on YouTube for about 8 years. I've also tweaked these titles as well. So we're not going to talk about specifically me rocking those thumbnails and me rocking those titles, because that isn't necessarily what made these videos popular. So the first one, and it's one of my oldest ones, cheers to that, is how to write free verse poetry. It has 36,000 views and it was published 7 years ago. Oh yeah, okay. And if you go into this video, it's not good quality. That's my tea for you. I'm teeing myself. It's not good. But it gets views every single day. Sometimes it's only 10 views. Sometimes it's like 150 views. I don't know 100% why this is so popular. However, I have a hint. Amazing. It's because, well, I have a few hints. One hint is that I somehow 7 years ago hit the mark of people were wanting to find a short and sweet video on how to write free verse poetry. I didn't know it was a trendy thing, but it still is, because I get a lot of views still. Even though poetry is not popular anymore. You have to, for many ccollege courses and even in high school, you do also have to write a poem or a couple, or, you know, I mean, of course it depends on the teacher or the professor, but the hint too that I know that this is going to basically stay popular for many more years, and why it was kind of always popular, is that I've had several teachers and professors say that they watch this video in their classes to talk about free verse poetry. Oh my god, thank you. I'm kind of famous. Not really. But then I know that to be fact, because if you go into the comment section, there are quite a few students saying, oh, I had to watch this for my class to then write a poem, or, oh, my teacher assigned this to watch at home, you know, so on and so forth. And that's just lovely. So I know that at least for the first one, why it's probably at 36,000 views and counting is because I hit a writing niche market, and specifically in high school and college English courses on how to write free verse poetry, and I kept it short and sweet, appropriate, so like no cursing or no dirty jokes or anything like that. And yeah, you do have to turn the speakers up because I'm using an old phone. And that also is shown pretty well in the fact that the video quality is not good. But there are some, not a lot, but there are some videos where there's such a need that it's overlooked, and you don't no, you do need to watch the video, because I share examples of free verse poetry. Okay, you just turn it up really high for that particular video. And I have had a few questions in the past, I'm just gonna time stamp it here, of, oh, you have a video with 36,000 views and it continually goes up. How are your poetry chat books doing? Not good. It doesn't translate over to anything. One would think, but that is not the case. So yeah, I have 4 chat books out. I don't think a lot of people know. And I even have it in the description box in the comment pin section on that video. And that, nope, I haven't had a poetry chapbook or multiple chapbooks sold for a while. Though I have had page reads, but yeah, there are specific times when poetry is popular, like during the holidays, because they're cute. My poetry isn't cute, but people think, oh my god, poetry, it's so cute and it's emotional and let's get it, you know, for my friend. So I will have people buy it during gift giving winter holiday season. That's about it. Now, the second most popular, it's a new one. Top 10 disturbing horror novels you need to read, part 1. 10,000 views and published a year ago. That actually has better sound, not great, but it has better sound and it definitely has better video quality. And authortube, Horror Talk, Horror Instagram, all things thriller, horror, hate that word even though I love that genre, suspense. Okay, those are very popular online, especially on YouTube and on BookTok, or you know, TikTok, specifically going into horror talk. And I just wanted to come up with the great list of creepy, disturbing, messed up, uncomfortable horror novels that I think are messed up, and I have a high threshold. It got popular real fast, congrats. But that is a niche market on YouTube, BookTube specifically, and on Horror Talk, or on BookTok as you would say. I know a lot of horror focused booktubers that have only been around for a couple months or maybe a year, and they have surpassed me in views and subscribers, and what YouTube likes is niche. What I do, it's a little confusing. So if you have any thoughts about how to, you know, get bigger, if you want to do niche, if you have a niche reading style, then that is basically how you can do it a little faster. I have never done that because I read too widely, and then I'm also an author, so I will just do whatever. But you love me for it. Cheers. Number 3. This is pretty new, and of course it's a drama related video. Y'all need to chill on the negativity. But number 3, no, I'm not talking about that, and here's why. 5.5k views, published 5 months ago. I'm not going to say specifically the multiple dramas that were happening, because I'm not doing that. But I did have people, some of them, be very aggressive in my direct messages, saying that I needed to say something about these multiple controversies and dramas. And so in that video I said, no, you don't know me. Stop assuming that you know me. We're obviously not friends, because if we were friends, then you wouldn't have said any of that in the first place. And I think the videos, yeah, it's definitely less than 10 minutes. It might even be just like 8 minutes long. And I don't get views on that anymore because it is about controversy that was happening on BookTube. And I did get quite a few subscribers and of course views from that, but I don't think the subscribers stayed, because that's not my channel and it never will be my channel. So this is something to keep in mind. I've said this many times before, but I'll timestamp it here again. You have to be aware of everything that you upload to your channel. It could blow up, and do you want to possibly be known for that? I have no problem being known for any of these top 5 videos. I don't have a problem with that particular video because I said what I said. And stop bothering me and stop basically indirectly threatening me about I need to say something or else. So keep that in mind. You have to be proud and stand by what you publish. And I think that's really important. And though I don't get views on that anymore, and the subscribers that subscribe to me probably have forgotten about me, or they already unsubscribed because I'm not giving them what they want, I stand by what I said in that video. Number 4, 5 tips to write effectively with ADHD. So that's 2.8K views, and that was 2 years ago. 2 out of the 5 videos are authortube, which I love to see. I don't even do that much author stuff because I write very weirdly. Very weirdly. There's no right way to write a book. But a lot of people are looking for organization and how to outline and setting up a writing schedule and all that stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's not me. But I do have ADHD, if you can already tell, and I can write effectively with it, medicated and not medicated. So that's basically what I talk about and give some tips on how to write effectively with ADHD. And that is better sound quality, still not great, but it is pretty good camera work. Though I think in that one, maybe, yeah, I think in that one I'm a little too close to the camera, but it's fine. It's not like you can see my nose hair. Okay. And lastly, number 5, What Everybody is Saying by Joe Navarro, 2.8K views 7 years ago. And this is a nonfiction book review. Yeah. But Joe Navarro is former FBI. It's either FBI or CIA. It's been a long time since I read this book. But I liked it. I still own it. It actually is owned by my husband. And we've been together as of this video 8 years. So within the first year of us getting together, I read What Everybody is Saying because it was on his shelf. I was like, ooh, I like that cover. And yeah, then I did a book review on that in his apartment. Terrible lighting. Okay, I'm just gonna say absolutely terrible lighting. That apartment just was not good in so many ways. Not his fault, but it just wasn't built right. And then the windows were rarely getting sun, and then he had just recently moved in, so he didn't have all his furniture, including lamps. And I'm like, yeah, but at this point, 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I was not thinking about that. And I still don't 100% think about correct lighting or anything like that because it's already set up. Hi, here we go. So there is a good chunk of my BookTube channel where the video quality, absolute trash. And then the sound, not the best either, but at least you can turn up the sound. But I know a lot of people don't like to do that. Okay, it's fine. We're just chugging along. It's been improving every year. That's why it's great. Do I know why number 5 is popular? I don't know. Joe Navarro does do a lot of interviews, and this is one of his best known books, so that could be why. It could just be as simple as that. And I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this book as a book review on their own versus, like, he'll talk about this book in interviews with fancy people. So it could be something like that. Did I talk about why I think the other ones are popular? I didn't take my Adderall. So let's go back to number 4. 5 tips to write effectively with ADHD. I think it's popular because ADHD can be very debilitating and you do need help. So I think that's a good one. Okay, number 3. No, I'm not talking about that, and here's why. Well, I think because it was controversy during that time. Yeah. It was just because people like negativity. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all know that. I think y'all know that. And if you don't know that, surprise. It's not a surprise. I'm gonna take a sip there. Is that hot take? I don't know. And then I talked about why for number 1 and 2. So, well, that was cool. This is obviously very, very dated. So this is August 2025. This could completely change at any time in the future. So I see why these types of videos are popular, but they're not evergreen videos. Here's my hot take. Do as many evergreen videos as you possibly can. All of these videos that you see right there, they're evergreen videos. So you can go back and watch them and they're not particularly dated. Okay, I'm sorry. Number 3 is not an evergreen video. My bad. Okay, 4 out of the 5 are evergreen videos. And evergreen videos means that you can watch a video at any time, at any date of any year, because there's not really anything trendy going on. Sure, there are people that might go back and watch very specific trendy videos that also have like a specific controversy. So that could be number 3. But I don't get anything happening for the number 3 video, because you can see the analytics, your top 10 most popular videos within 24-hour periods. It's never that. So it's really a lot of them that I still get. It's number 1, number 2, and number 4. Oh, it's kind of surprising that the writing videos, yeah, I think it's just really interesting. I could maybe try to make more author-tuber videos, but like I just don't think that way. That's not how my brain works. Because I'm so chaotic with writing that, yeah, I don't know. It just is what it is. You just go with the flow, you have a good time, and my best one is an evergreen video, and it's a writing video too. Cheers to that. Thank you so much for watching my video about my 5 most popular videos. And why might that be? I am just chugging along, having a great time on my channel. And this was an interesting concept. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're a booktuber or an author-tuber, yes, I'm including y'all too. I know you're around. I love you, appreciate you. What are your top 5 most popular videos on your channel? I would love to know. Leave that down below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day. Bye.